Welcome to Dave Talk Stuff. Now, I got a whole bunch of interesting things to react to, but of course, while I'm sharing out the link to see if we can get more people in here, I'd like to remind you that this is for entertainment purposes only, to inform you, not to be some mockery, some ridicule, some lighthearted fun, not to promote any ideology other than red pill, to uh, basically inform you what's going on in the culture today. And for that, and pretty much, I mean, you have to be I don't know, blind to not notice, I think, what is going on today. But, with all the hate speech laws around the world, with all the shadow banning and alleged shadow banning that is going on, and the alleged return of cancel culture. Oh, yes, cancel culture is allegedly back. Um, Timothy Charlemagne, I think, Timothy, the actor, allegedly being cancelled for allegedly mocking the trans community. That's the allegations. I don't know if it's true or not because I didn't watch the Oscars. Put up your hand if you watch the Oscars, and then keep it up if you actually intended to watch the Oscars and not. Yeah, I didn't watch it either, so I don't. But if you intended, ask yourself why. Why did you watch the Oscars? I totally get it. If you wanted to watch Trainwreck, let me know if you did watch the Oscars and why. But I'm not going to condemn you for it. I mean, come on, be realistic. There's going to be some people who watch the Oscars simply because they wanted to, right? They, some people still, and let's face it, entertainment is a human need. It's not a want, it is actually a need. We need to be entertained. Otherwise, it's a psychological escape valve. I absolutely get it, and I'm not going to condemn anybody for watching the Oscars. I'm just interested in your opinion on, was it worth it? Was it entertaining? Did it still have some entertainment value? Because I think it's lost its shine a long time ago. But another, now, doing the rounds, I think, is the hard R. I think the hard R is such an overused, overplayed word that every time something comes out like this, the memers, they mostly mock the ADL. I know you're not allowed to criticize the ADL. They're a protected class. This is the problem with the world. Even social media will protect them. But I mean, at what point is it beyond a joke that everything is super racist because you hurt? It can lead to injuries, hurting people's feelings. Right? They do not care about our feelings. You can go to social media and see all the time how much they care about our feelings. Right? So, what do you think of super racism? Everyone? Now, something men say that anger women. Now, this is merely for entertainment purposes.
The Royal Order of the Royal Order of Following a Reason for having a reason for
Alright. I went to queue up and yeah. Alright, so let's just see how people are reacting. And you actually have women with their memes. Okay, so straight off the bat, we actually have someone triggered by or intentionally responding, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, finally have some mockery, some ridicule, some social commentary, some lighthearted humor. Yeah. And some downright, yes. Some downright emotional damage. That's correct. Oh, damn, my mouse is frozen. Come on. God, thank you. My mouse couldn't cross the screens. I got two screens up. That's why I was.
Emotional damage.
And speaking of emotional damage, do you think this is racist? This is merely for entertainment and informative purposes only, not meant to promote any ideology. And well, there's not much to respond to. Most people know this is rage bait and has ignored it. So, but still,
Right turn, Clyde.
whoops. All right. Again with the rage bait, Elaine. Jeez. But still, there's a lot of rage bait out there. So keep your eye on the chat. So, what do you think? How much rage bait? I mean, social media has become pretty much rage bait, but there's a lot of people who are in the manosphere. Let's look at the manosphere in a positive light. We have the anti-woke, we have conservatives, we have the liberty lovers, free marketeers, we have the self-reliance, mgtow, red pill, we have the fitness fanatics. We're a growing community. And we're a welcoming community. Now, I think, right, that we are under attack on social media every day. And whether you agree with the attacks or not, the rage bait continues, right? And more people, I think, are moving to X. I think it's going to be, well, X is only a third of the size of YouTube. But consider that, right? YouTube is twice the size of Disney audience, allegedly. I'm not going to dispute that. They are big, but X, what people won't tell you, I think until recently, Paramount was languishing less viewers than X. So I don't see where they're attacking X, or justified in attacking X. But I get it. There are dead spots now on X and social media. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, YouTube has what, thousands, millions of channels with less than 1,000 subs. The majority of channels reach a few hundred and die. Some don't get anywhere. But increasingly, everything is now rage bait. So, what do you think? Do you think this is rage bait or a genuine question? Of course, it's rage bait. What am I talking about? But let's see how the ragers have responded. Well, some people, not a fan. It's a generational question. Barcode tattooed, yeah. Potato, yeah. You could, yeah, right. Lipstick on. Used to be a saying when I was a kid, you're just putting lipstick on a pig. You know, that basically you could make anything ugly look beautiful with lipstick. Well, lipstick and makeup, but yes. Lipstick on a pig. It's not. Yeah, I. It's not so much. I agree with this one. It's not so much they make you ugly. It just doesn't make you look prettier. And then some people go, "Oh, it's none of you. Whether they out that's with the body." Yeah, but don't ask me, right, to approve. Don't ask me to like it, or don't force it on me and say it's the beauty standard. Well, some women think it's super hot. Again, this is more rage bait. Yeah, yeah. So it definitely brought out a few rage, few outrage. If you're in outrage, it's fine. A lot of people, this is every week. Okay, some of these memes I know are gonna. I try to tag them because they keep coming up. But that's what social media has become. It's become rage bait, and it's getting thousands of views every day. And people are now making money on X just by posting rage bait memes. And what do you think? I think it's clever. Cat turd and oh, I hope I don't get into trouble for saying that name. But social media, broadcasting now, you can social media, I think, is shrinking, and sooner or later, YouTube will have shot itself in the foot. But Rumble isn't taking up the mantle. It is not the salvation we hope for, which is why I'm broadcasting live on. Well, I think Twitch is also a lost cause, but it's still getting Rumble. Don't know what happened to the audience on X, I guess, but yeah, definitely. Well, BitChute. So yeah, and later upload to Odyssey because let's face it, those who are seeking free speech and red pill are not happy anymore with YouTube and YouTube censorship. And I don't know if you noticed, it's not just me, it's a lot of people are starting to find muted sections on your videos. And they're claiming it's copyright or whatever. No, protecting a few bars of a song. If they can't tell the difference between someone who's put the song in the background of their video to stop you from copying it, yeah. But the worst part is the constant wokeness. Every day it's something new. Right? Today it's Easter. Tomorrow, I don't know. Right? They're constantly taking away our rights. And while we're still busy reacting to, tattooed women and the state of Star Wars, the ADL constantly calling everything we do racist or sexist and misogyny and the pay gap, while we're all busy responding to all the attacks on mgtow, on red pill, although it seems red pill isn't so much targeted anymore. And even the anti-woke mob are finding that, but you look at the audience for patriotism, right? Now, this ain't rage bait. This is a genuine concern for many that people hate Christianity, hate the ceremonies. You've got Puritans attacking, all sorts of Christian traditions. It's not my place to tell you what your religion is. So why is it your place to tell me what my religion is when Christianity has never been a canonized religion until, 300 years after Christ? Before that, it was never a canonized religion. Now, yeah, I can understand the need to preserve the books. Absolutely, the writings of the saints and the disciples. I understand that they had each had their own groups. They had each their own temples. But Easter and the celebration of the resurrection, whether you agree with the commercialism or not, it's still their right. Okay, And for some reason, the British government, the atheist British government, wants to remove Christianity and promote Islam. I kid you not, that is a statement, not a conspiracy. And people are very, very upset that a minority controls the whole nation. Unelected minorities control the nation. With the threat of being extremely upset. But we all know that no matter what you say or what you do to inform you, the general public, of what's going on, there's always the risk of a community strike, someone getting upset because you're informing them of what other people's opinions are and what's going on in culture today. Now, there's a genuine concern amongst Christians, and I'm not just saying Puritans, that Easter has been devolved into a commercial holiday, not a religious festival. Yes. My message would get me a 7-day holiday. Yes, you get banned for complaining in Britain. Yet, yeah. And other countries too. It is a terrible. And again, the libertarians betray us by saying, well, it's voluntary. You've got to prove that it's voluntary. You can't use laws to force morality. Yes, you are. You are using laws to force morality. And you somehow gaslighting us by saying, no, we're making sure you don't force your religion down the throat. Yes, but you're forcing your religion down people's throats. Your atheism, you're forcing it by denying people their religion. And you're going to say, oh, but Dave, aren't you denying Islam their religion? No, I'm denying that they have the right to tell us what our religion is. They are constantly yammering on about our religion. The government should not be in the business of regulating religion beyond making sure there's nothing illegal happening, and yet they're not. They're not protecting our rights. Okay, believe it or not, the Democrat Party was founded on a book of principles, the principles of man, not the principles of religion. Okay, I get that. But on the principles of man, one of the fundamentals was the right to worship your own way. They were against organized religions of all types, right? Now, I get it. You had the Anti-Catholic League, you had the Anti-Slavery League, you had a lot of leagues once upon a time. But now what's happened is that society has become a fundamental attack, right, on other people's beliefs is somehow free speech as long as it's done by women or minorities against the alleged majority, sorry. But white people aren't the majority. White men aren't the majority. Women are the majority, 51%. So you have the biggest majority, ethnic majority, or gender majority, or the so-called oppressed minority is actually the majority of people oppressing white men and gaslighting us with consistent. Now, I don't know about you, but free speech was never intended to be about lying. This is what you would call slander. Right? This is ridiculous. You could. I'm not going to play her video. You have. This is absolutely rage bait in its most pure form. But of course, this is just a response, right, from somewhere else, and you can go see Occupy Democrats and lots of rage bait and hatred that would get you banned for just showing it. I don't know where parody has stopped and people have actually lost their ability to critically think. And yes, this is a meme that has done the rounds, and it's true. Democrats haven't been this mad at Republicans since we freed their slaves, all the things, the computer, your power, the internet, recorded music. Yeah, it was a lot of inventions. A lot of inventions. Millions of them, to be fact. Next time you get in your car, Henry Ford, cell phone, uh, all the electronics that made the cell phone. You know, the cell phone was originally, I'm talking before the smartphone here, was Motorola, I think. They lost momentum to Apple and Samsung along the way. But yeah, TV, uh, radio, the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, the telescope, the light bulb, the microwave oven, DNA, genetics, not just most research, but the actual concept uh, of, all the way back. It was actually a Christian monk who created the first, with experiments on peas to uh, uh, alchemy. The birth of alchemy in the West was actually modern chemistry. It just uh, it gained ridicule because pseudo-religious people took it over because alchemy started to die off. There weren't many things, and it broke off into different branches. With metallurgy and that nuclear energy, in Italian, wireless technology. Now, I know that a lot of credit goes to a white woman, but there were many who worked on wireless technology, including the Nothing to See Here folks in 1930s. Now, a lot of inventions, and of course, even the concept of modern democracy, the concept of rights. Thomas Paine, well, without Thomas Paine's writing, eventually there would have been someone else. But Thomas Paine was the one who assembled the idea of organized rights. And whether you not believe it, a lot of people are so angry they do want to hurl slurs at people like this, but they're rage baiting on TikTok every day. Um, However, I've noticed something recently with TikTok. Some things you see, I can do an image search for, and it won't show it for me. So, if you're wondering why sometimes there's things missing, it's because I live in a wonderful utopia. And let's put it at that. Early homesteaders. There's actually, you look it up, hundreds of photographs of, the slavery was only less than 1%. And did you know that a lot of slave owners were not white? And every African was sold by an African. And the slave, Yeah. And yeah, there's the picture of the Empire State Building, but you have people gaslighting you every day. The wide-eyed, hysterical, yeah. It's all rage. It's there to make you upset. And the only thing you could do, well, there's two things you can do, right? You can take the route of,
Shut up!
you can tell them all to shut up, or we all know, right?
Every day for the past 30 years, you high-heeled pit bulls have blamed us for everything. From not being able to get into Harvard, to not being able to get into stretch pants, to not being able to get into stretch pants.
It's the only sane way to deal with it, right? To mock, to ridicule, to laugh at them, not with them. No matter how much they try, you try to be nice. There is no being nice to awfuls. You cannot understand how life would be so much better if people just used a little bit of critical thinking, and every time they heard something ridiculous would point and laugh. But now they're trying to cut that out. They are trying to literally stop me and others from mocking the ludicrous concepts that are plaguing society with lies and misinformation. Because they have the vote. They have the voting blocks. Right? Stupidity is dragging society down. And unfortunately, if you point out, you get into trouble. And I'm thinking, I don't think I'll be uploading this to YouTube anytime soon. I think, I don't think this one is for the books. We'll see. But, so hopefully I've entertained you, informed you, and kept you from making unwise decisions. Do not try, honestly, try not to engage rage bait. They're doing it for money. But if you see something truly informative, truly transformative, I'm sick of the whole white guilt trip. There's constant need by people to humiliate themselves and others. So thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please support the channel and support me on Ko-Fi, Patreon, buy my books, buy merch. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't fall for the rage bait trap, please. Avoid. If you're going to get this. As soon as you start engaging with it, you'll start getting it over and over again on your feed, and eventually you'll get nothing but headaches and anger issues. It's so Facebook does it too. You can, I just want you all to be having a good time, right? I just wanted to make you laugh, not to get you angry at anyone or anything. So hopefully I've made you laugh, alleviated some stress. See you in the next video, and bye for now.